Hey everyone, Data here, and thank you for joining me for our DATA782 channel update headed into the fall months here of 2022. I have some shootouts here going on the side. I played these versus the AI, recorded them separately so I won't react as we go, but hopefully I can win all of them with some fun moves and stuff like that to keep you entertained. But just a little update for the channel headed into the fall months. Even though it's very sunny outside, it's great weather, go out and enjoy it after you're done watching this video. Even though the summer's not coming to an end just yet, the summer months are, and that means that the schedule here on the channel will change a little bit. So there's gonna be two parts to this video. The first part will be what kind of schedule can you expect when it comes to the uploads over the next months, and the second part will be what kind of videos can you expect within those uploads. So the first part of this video, trying to keep it short and sweet, what kind of schedule can you expect headed into the fall months? So personally, I'm headed into unprecedented territory here. I just graduated from university in the spring. I have my bachelor's degree. I'm not headed back to school for like the first time in my life here in September. It's a crazy feeling, but I am headed to work. I'm working in the field that I've, worked towards getting to work in. It's an exciting time. But without going into all the details of what my work is and the climate of finding a job on the island of Montreal, etc., I will say that as of this point, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole looking for work, and I'm not always going to be working 5 days a week. However, I won't be free 5 days a week either from Monday to Friday as I've been during the summer. During the summer, with a few live streams of breaking news, career simulations, franchise mode, there have been weeks where I've had 6 or 7 uploads. But headed into the fall months, I don't want anyone to be thinking, oh, well, I'm not as interested in the channel anymore, or oh, he disappeared. That is not what's been happening or will happen. I've been making videos for about 2.5 years now. We're past 5,000 subscribers. We're at around 1 million views all time for the videos. I've never been more pumped and fired up to be making content here on the channel. It's just that I need to balance that with my real life work. And I have been doing that over the last year. In January, February, March, I was balancing being a full-time student and working full-time as getting field experience as a student within the field in my final year of my studies. So I was doing full-time work and full-time student while also doing videos here on the channel. Maybe no one even noticed, I don't know. But there were times where it was only maybe 2 uploads per week, stuff like that. So I no longer have the student work, no homework, no assignments. I also don't have my part-time job anymore as I'm focusing on the full-time work and the YouTube work. Moving into the work season kind of starting up again, and now I'm looking for more contracted work, etc. There could be weeks where I'm working Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 type of thing. It could be that the phone rings tomorrow and I have the next 3 months of Monday to Friday full. Or it could be that for the next 3 months or whatever time period, I'm working 2 or 3 or 4 days a week, and some weeks are busier and some weeks aren't as busy. That's just as I said, that's how it is at the bottom of the totem pole right now before I find a place to be for the rest of my career, basically. So over these coming months, September, October, November, and so on, I don't want to commit to, okay, Mondays is this video, Thursdays is that video. It's never really been my thing here on the channel. But I do want to tell you an absolute minimum of uploads that you can expect, especially with franchise mode being so big and all that. I'd like to do at least 2 episodes of franchise mode per week, and that would keep the channel at least 2 uploads per week. If I am really swamped with work and I'm doing 2 franchise mode videos per week, I would like to also throw in like a career simulation or something every second week, thus giving you, say, 5 videos every 2 weeks or so. But at a bare minimum, I would like there to be 2 uploads on the channel, likely those 2 being franchise mode if need be. But at the absolute max, let's say I'm only working 1 or 2 days per week, then I could have 3, 4, maybe even more uploads, especially with live streams, breaking news in the real world of hockey, NHL 23, gameplay, trailers, stuff like that. So not to say that on these days you can expect these videos, but you can expect at least 2 uploads per week in the worst case scenario. Now moving to the next part of the video, which will be what kind of content can you expect when those uploads are happening. And of course, there may be live streams that happen at times. It's unfortunate that our Rockies series never really got off because of the glitch in MLB The Show 22 where stuff turned to auto, but I digress. Now moving to the second part of this video, what kind of content can you be expecting in those uploads? So for the next 6 weeks or so, until NHL 23 comes out, we'll be wrapping up our NHL 22 Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. We'll do a bunch more seasons. We'll probably do a live stream that gets a couple seasons done as well, and then we'll simulate whatever, a wrap up from like year 10 to 20, etc. But we're going to wrap that series up within the next 6 weeks. It's been a fun time, but we're ready to move on to NHL 23. As well, we've been doing a lot of career simulations. Now, I always say in the career sims, they take a long time. I love doing them, and I do. But they quite literally take, at the bare minimum to record, a full day. And by full day, I mean I wake up, I record, I eat lunch, I come back to record, I eat supper, I come back to record, and I go to bed. It's that kind of day. And while it's simulating, I'm doing a bunch of work on the computer on my computer to the side. So I love doing that, but on the days where I'm working 9 to 5, obviously I'm only going to be able to record a few hours in the evening, and that won't be enough to get a career simulation done. So moving forward, I do want to keep doing career simulations, but for NHL 22 wrapping up, there will likely only be 1 or 2 more. Over the last few weeks, I think ever since the Slavkovsky sim, I've been uploading like 1 career sim per week. Now it's probably going to be 1 every 2 or 3 weeks. That's why I'd say hopefully 1 or 2 more before NHL 23. We've done a lot of prospects. The ones we haven't done will get done in 23, plus many more. So that is not, if the guy that you want hasn't been done yet, it will happen. Don't worry. But a different thing that I'd like to do on the channel moving forward in NHL 23, in addition to franchise mode and career simulations, is a new idea, something that's been suggested in the comments before, and that would be team simulations, franchise simulations. So for example, in Detroit Red Wings, it's fun to follow Casper or Edvinsson or Kosa, but the team itself, when you bring them all together, is going to be interesting to follow, because let's say one of those players leaves after 4, 5, 6 years. If you're a Red Wings fan, well, now we just shifted our attention to a different team. But instead, I'd like to do, let's say, 10-year simulations of franchises. So from 2022-23 to 2032-33, the next 10 years. What can you expect for growth and trades and signings? Who's coming, who's going, Stanley Cups? It does also present a lot of opportunity because there are 32 teams we can simulate. I think it's an interesting idea. I haven't tried it yet. Let me know what your thoughts are. But I would be interested in trying 10-year franchise simulations of different teams that some of you may be interested in. At the same time, there are other series that we could think about, things like All Trades Accepted, stuff like that. And, other YouTubers have had a lot of success with those. It's not like they have copyright over it, but at the same time, that's kind of their thing, and that's not always been my thing. I do the franchise mode, career sims, things like that. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing things like All Trades Accepted if that is something that's very popular. Here in the comments, leave a comment with what you want to see. But at the same time, I don't want to necessarily bank on that as that being like my main thing here on the channel, because it never really has been. And although it would be fun, that's not why a lot of people are subscribed to the channel itself. So all that being said, it is a heavy focus on NHL and NHL 23 content. As much as I've loved branching out and doing other series. We've had the MLB series, which kind of dropped due to the glitch, but we've had the FIFA 22 career mode series with Arsenal. We've done, I did that little redraft series, a couple episodes where I did a redraft of certain classes of players in real life NHL drafts. Those are really, really fun. I enjoy doing that and branching out. But at the same time, if I'm going to be limited to, let's say, 2 or 3 uploads per week, I need to kind of I got to choose wisely. Because as much fun as I do have and the 100, 200 people have watching the FIFA franchise or career mode, it's not as, the 200 views over the course of a week versus a franchise mode episode, where what many people are subscribed to see, which gets over 1,000 views in just a couple days. And it's not all about the views. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it is about trying to give what people have subscribed the content that they have subscribed to see. So it's not that those series are necessarily over, but I am cognizantly telling you, yes, I know that they're there, and yes, I know we haven't been giving them much attention, and I can't guarantee that we will moving forward anyways. Maybe a live stream where we run through a lot of it if there's enough desire. Like even the Atlanta Thrashers Dynasty mode in NHL 07, it's been over a year where I think we've done 10 episodes in like a year plus. It's been very slow getting content out. But the reason for that is because not as many people are, I guess, as interested in it, which is okay. But it also takes like twice, sometimes 3 times as long as an NHL 22 franchise mode episode. So being economical as well as giving the viewers what they want, or at least I believe what they want, has kind of been what has me focusing a lot on NHL and NHL 23 content. Even though we've done a lot of other stuff, Wii Sports, other fun things, I see that as more of summer uploads, when I have to be conservative with what my choices are during the, I guess, for lack of a better term, school year months, quotation. I think that is our plan moving forward. So all that being said, please leave a comment with your thoughts. Do you like this plan? What do you want to see more of? NHL 23 franchise mode and career simulations will definitely be there. What do you think about the team franchise simulations, or even all trades accepted, stuff like that? Or what other content would you want to see on the channel headed into the NHL 23 universe? Because as we wrap up 22, we'll have the Flyers and we'll have 1 or 2 more career sims, but that's only about 6 more weeks of content. So there's your update for the fall months here at DATA782 Incorporated. I hope that that is, a desirable schedule for most of you. I promise you, I am working my absolute hardest. I want to be the best in my field, but I also want to be the best over on this field in the YouTube world as well. I don't go into something just wanting to do it. I want to work the hardest, and I want to be one of the best at it as well. So to have so many of you enjoying the content here on the channel, it means a lot, and I'm really happy to see that. I just want to continue giving all of you what you want to see. So make your voice heard down in the comments here on YouTube or over on our Discord server, link in the description, where we talk a lot more about the channel, sports, fantasy sports as well. If you want to get in on those, we'd love to have you join us. But I'll go ahead and wrap it there. I hope I did well in these shootouts because I'm recording before I go and play. Hope that they were somewhat entertaining to you. And I look forward to seeing you moving forward here on the channel into the end of NHL 22 and entering NHL 23. Be sure you're subscribed so that you get the live reactions to the gameplay trailers, the game mode deep dives, etc. But that's something I've been having to battle as well. Like, I have the real life work when a trailer drops. I can't be in 2 places at once always. So I've been trying to balance those 2 worlds, and I will continue to do so. So thank you for being along here for the ride, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you again in the next one.